Hello, everyone. Laurie here, and I'm looking forward to this morning's live. However, I will wait a moment or two before, just to make sure everybody has the notification, give everybody a little bit of time to pop in here. And as you pop in, please let me know in the comment area if you can hear me and see me. And that way I know that there's a good connection. Not just in the ethers, but energetically. I don't know what is happening there. Anyway, here is our beautiful spring altar that Pam has created here at the Bonita store, and really enjoying the energy and the connection with this beautiful altar. So I see a few friends have received the notification that we're live. Good morning, Patty. Good morning. Good to see you. It was good to see you yesterday. And so this morning I will be streaming for about 45 minutes because I will be working out front today. Hold on, let me grab that one. That Amy, the manager, is going to be at the Sanibel Candle Company at Bell Tower, and she is going to be working over there. So I'll be working out. So the bottom line is I will be working the front desk today, and I always like to take some time to set the space for myself and get myself all set up for the day. So hello and welcome. Good morning, Anne from Ohio. I have my sage here, so I'm going to get started so that I don't spend too much time waiting. And then if you're tuning in afterwards, hello, thank you for tuning in. All right, here we go. And so, all right, I've got my sage. I've lit my sage. I like to use the loose leaf sage. I know some people prefer the wand or the bundle or the torches. I like the loose leaves because you can use just a couple of leaves at a time, and you're not and then it's fresh, right? You can freshen it up afterwards. Oh, I see. Hello, digital person. No, thank you. Okay, bye, friend. Goodbye, friend. We don't need any marketing things in here. What the heck? All right. Hi there. Good morning from Cape Coral. Anywho, I need to make sure my sage is going really well because I'm going to keep it high vibrational in here. Okay, so I have my sage going. I have it in my shell with a little bit of Palo Santo. So let's all just take a moment or two to connect in with each other on this beautiful March day, March 3rd, 2024. Just taking a moment or two to breathe in and connect with the sacred plant of the sage, honoring it, thanking it for all that it does with its lovely consciousness, its high vibrational consciousness, bringing in the light and cleansing at the same time. Connecting in, taking a moment to breathe in that beautiful energy. Feels wonderful. And as we do that, I ask Spirit to help assist us today as we connect in as a community, whether you're watching today or afterwards, or rewatching it as a sacred community on this beautiful planet, leaning in, receiving the light and the support that's always available to all of us. And so it is. All righty. Hello and good morning. So just a few things. I'm going to drop the link in for today's material about crystals. So I'm going to talk about crystals. I did want to talk about a few different things too that are going on these days. So yesterday in Fort Myers at the Bell Tower at the Doubletree Hilton, there was the Illuminate Fair Festival of conscious beings, right? Light workers, and there were a lot of booths, and it was so good to be there, to see a lot of our Fort Myers people. Many of our friends have driven to the Bonita store. Some are waiting till the season with the traffic gets a little bit lighter. Let me tell you a secret. I'll share a secret. There's no traffic on the weekends. Earlier in the day, we open at 11. So we have had lots of people coming in on the weekends, especially. But in the meantime, it was so nice to see everybody. It was like coming home and reconnecting. And the other really beautiful thing, the great news we have is that Sanibel Candle Company at Bell Tower is open in their new location, which is just across the corridor. It's unit 151, and it's right next to the ice box. It's by the section where Daruma's is too, and is it Chuck E. Cheese? Chuck E. Cheese. I think it's Chuck E. Cheese, right? And is it Chuck E. Cheese? I don't remember. But anyway, where Daruma is, unit 151. And they're still putting some of the finishing touches on the new space. It is beautiful. It's so beautiful. They did such a lovely job. Not that their other shop wasn't beautiful, but I love the touches and the openness and the brightness of that space. And so our satellite location with our products are there, and not all of them yet. Amy is still working on that. So she's going to be down there today, and she's going to be bringing more products. It takes a little while to make sure, it's in its place and that it's all inventoried in their system and so on and so forth. So I'm going to say within the next week or so, we should be pretty much having most of our product in there. So I see that one of the comments, good morning, friends. It is the Sanibel Candle Company, and they pour my candles for me. So they pour the candles. I bless the candles. I put in the Reiki energy, but they have helped me with creating that mystical moon crystal shop candle. And I love the smell, the feel of these candles. It's a candle bar. So they have candles where you can make your own candles. You could create your own candles, but we do have we're right now there. I know there are some crystals. We have some sage. Of course, my sprays and my candles are in there as well. Incense, and as I met, some cards, and then we'll be adding books and a lot more bracelets. I have a few more shipments coming in as well. So Amy's working on stocking those shelves and making it look. And Amy Jelly, AJ, also has been there too, helping put it all together. It's a lot. And so I've been kind of holding the fort down here, and then I've had a few outside events. So it's been fun. It's been a really action-packed week. I was at Booked in Naples. I was a sponsor for that event of local authors with the publishing company, the Laurie Publishing Company. So great to see so many people. And so I did want to just drop in and just share a story of a client of mine that I have been working with for 4 years. I was going to say only 4 years. Most of my clients I've been working with for 20. But anyway, so for 4 years, I've been working with her. And so during COVID, things shifted with her job. She was let go, and she took that plunge into becoming an entrepreneur and starting her own business up. And boy, it has not been easy for her, is unfamiliar territory. And I was able to be there because she had her book published. I was able to be there to cheer her on. And it just touched my heart so much. She didn't know I was going to be there. So when she saw me in the audience taking her photo, when she was getting her photos taken, she was shocked, because it's that sacred, beautiful journey. And it is that heartfelt reminder that I get to experience when I see people, clients, connections, these beautiful souls who have navigated through some really difficult times, to see them step into new experiences, step into and own their gifts and their power. I am so happy for her. She has this book published, and she'll share it with you, because I said, this is such a unique thing that if you don't do this, someone else is going to do it. I'm going to just say, I'm not going to tell you to do it. I'm going to invite you to do it. And if you, just, and I would leave it there. And then I haven't seen her, I don't know, in maybe 9 months. And so we're due for a session soon. And in that time, she had her book published and so on and so forth. And so I have been following her on social media, and she hasn't really seen my comments or anything on there. But it's so beautiful to watch this. I just can't share that enough, that the opportunity to be in that position, to see people go through their darkest nights of the soul, and to be able to embrace and turn these corners, right? Doesn't mean life is perfect, but just to see the celebration, and I celebrate her. And it just is so, so beautiful. So I'm going to look at some of my comments here. Good morning. Good morning. And so, yes, it's the Sanibel Candle Company, which is a candle bar. And it is awesome, right? It is awesome just watching these people grow and evolve and uh, miss you too. I don't know who is the Facebook user. Can you drop in your name? Because I miss seeing you so much as well. It's like coming home. Like I said, it was really nice to see so many people yesterday. And so so the other thing I did want to drop in is that I will be hosting Crystal Bowl meditations on the second Friday of the month starting in April. And it'll be in Fort Myers at the Sanibel Candle Bar and Sanibel Candle Company. And it'll be starting on the second Friday in April, and it'll start at 7 p.m. So I'll start posting all that all around too. So yeah, just so much going on. Anyway, so I've dropped in the link. I'm going to drop in my link again. And good morning. Oh, hey, Angie McDougal. How the heck are you? How the heck are you, Angie? And hello, Melissa. And all right, Spirit's going, okay, stop talking. I don't know why I'm talking so much. Anyway, all right, so because the mood has hit me. So I'm going to get into the material today about crystals. So we have crystals here. We have lots and lots and lots of crystals. And the thing about crystals is that they do different things for us. So people might say, okay, so I see that. So like, what are you supposed to do with this? So the short version of it, my abridged version, is that crystals can help bring in energy, they can help release energy, enhance energy, right? Or your intention. I also, AKA your intention. So they can help amplify things, they can help you move through things, they can bring in a frequency, they can help align with a frequency, and they can help move things out, like extract it out of your personal field. All right. Okay, so I'm going to get into the blogs. I've shared the link for you all, and I'm glad to see that you're doing better, Angie. I know you've been busy. Moving is a lot. There's a lot going on, right, with that. And I'm happy to hear that your Etsy shop will open soon. All right, so crystals. Choosing, cleansing, and charging them. So when bringing crystals into your life, the first step is choosing them, right? Because people will say, well, what the heck am I supposed to do with this, right? So, and there are a few different intuitive ways to select the crystals that resonate with you. So I'm just going to share a couple of different ways that you can select your crystal. So let me pop on over here. So one of the ways is using a pendulum. And a pendulum is a weighted object that helps us connect with our higher self, our divine self, and it helps us with yes or no questions, right? So what you may do is you can have your pendulum. You want to make sure you know your yeses and your nos, right? What your yes is. So I'm going to hold it straight. So please show me my yes, and it should go back and forth. There it goes. I was going to say, uh-oh. And then it asks it to show you your no, and my no goes up and down. So there you go. So I can have, if I was to choose a crystal, right, I have carnelian, and then I have citrine. So I may pick up one of them at a time and ask, please show me it, or just taking a moment, connecting with my higher self. Is carnelian a good crystal for me to work with? Yes or no? Carnelian, I could just shorten it. Carnelian, yes or no? That's a yes. Okay, so carnelian is a great stone for me to work with. Citrine, yes or no? So I heard no, and then it's telling me a no. So then that's one way of selecting them, right? So you can even have your crystals lined up and ask, is this one a good one for me to work with today? And so on and so forth. So a pendulum can help you with selecting your crystals. And so in this blog article, There are many other ways to choose or select a crystal for yourself. So these are just a few that I'm dropping in. Okay. Another way to select your crystal would be to do some research, right? Say there are certain properties you want to embody or release. You can do some research and learn about the different crystals that may help you with that. Because a lot of times we have people come in with a list of, okay, I need this, and this crystal. And so we help them with their selection, showing them. And a lot of times they'll say, which one do I choose? And what I do is I give it to the person. I pass on that delegation to selecting your own crystal. You get it selected on your own. Now, when we select crystals for the online store, we do that intuitively for you. So we take a moment, we look at the person's name on the invoice, and we ask which crystal would like to go with them, right? I've had it a few times where I'm hearing select that one because it has the darker spot over there, and that would be perfect for them. So intuitively we select for you because you're not able to physically do that, right? So you can you can do your research and look up the different crystals to decide which one is best. Or you can come in, you can think about what energy you want to work with, and then go around and see where you're guided intuitively. And some people might even close their eyes and hold crystals in their hands, right, to decide which one is best for them. Some people work with kinesiology, which is muscle testing. I don't have that in my notes, but some people use muscle testing to select their crystal, right? And so there's the intuitive where you can feel it. You could look, so you can use your psychic senses with intuitively selecting your crystal. You can close your eyes. You can look at it, use your clairvoyance to see which one is calling to you. You can hold it in your hand, which is your clairsentience, your claircognizance, which is knowing to just listen in and listen to or pay attention to the thoughts that are coming through, like that's the one. Or you can use clairaudience, which is hearing and hear, oh, that's the one for me. I'm hearing that one would be the best one. Or I'm hearing to use the purple one, right? So those are a few different ways. And then with your psychic intuitive senses, I think I said clairsentience, you can feel them, hold them in your hands as well. There was another way that wanted to come in. Well, that's kind of intuitively too, is I'm like talking with my spidey senses. You could put them in a bag, get a few different crystals, put them in a bag, and then just grab the one that is supposed to be for that day, right? Okay. So you can use pendulums, as I spoke about. You can also use your hand, moving it over different stones and noticing which ones give off the strongest energetic pull. Or simply go with what draws your eye, right? What's drawing you in. And so I did want to say this too, that with some people, right, they have different energies. And so when I think of, I want to work with maybe a blockage with sleep, maybe I'm having a hard time sleeping, right? I know which crystals I'm drawn to for sleep, which ones do help you with sleep, and so on and so forth. But also, if I take a moment and tune into myself and say, okay, my intention is to be able to sleep better. So let me ask which crystal is the best one for me. And I'll see where I'm drawn. I might be drawn to a crystal that has nothing to do with sleep. It has to do with retraining your thoughts. So maybe that's the crystal I need. Maybe I'm drawn to kyanite, which would help with cord cuttings and helping me to release energy that's not supporting me, right? So just because a crystal is generally used for sleep, it doesn't mean that one would be the best one for me. So there are a couple of different ways you can go about it. I hope that makes some sense. So once you have your crystals, they will need the occasional cleansing and charging to keep their energies vibrant. To cleanse, you can use sage, right? Sage or Palo Santo. So you can have your crystal over the smoke. You could use Palo Santo or sage. You can use an incense stick and just kind of wave it over the smoke. You can do that. You can use salt water. Now, if you're using salt water and putting your crystals in salt water, you want to make sure it's a crystal that will not dissolve in salt water. I would not put selenite in salt water. I would not put celestite in salt water. Okay, so make sure you do your research. I do have my crystal cleanse packet that I have that I blend up and that I put prayers and Reiki energy into, and I put my crystals in there without any water, and it does for a few hours, and that does help them become cleansed. You can use sound from bells or singing bowls or a drum or a rattle, or put them in sunlight. Now, some crystals will be bleached by the sunlight, so just an FYI. Okay, so just kind of remember that. So yeah, some crystals, amethyst will become lighter. The sun will kind of turn it more like a clear quartz color. Also, some people might even, cleanse them or charge them by the moonlight on a full moon to help them become cleared. If you don't have any of those things, your intention will work as well. Holding your crystal in your hands and saying clear, clear, clear. Some people might even use their breath to cleanse them. You can even use a feather as well. There's so many different ways to cleanse them. And also, to help with cleansing them, you can put them on a piece of selenite. Selenite does not need to be cleansed, so you can put your crystal on like a cluster or a selenite plate. We sell the selenite plates and bowls as well, or like a cluster of crystals, like an amethyst cluster that can help it charge and regenerate itself. It's like hanging out with friends. I did want to answer something that a lot of people, or just share something a lot of people ask about. They ask about, are there crystals that shouldn't be placed next to each other? And my rule of thumb, one of the things is, if you're working with conflicting energies with different crystals, you don't want to work with them together. A crystal to help you sleep is not great being paired with one that gives you energy and stamina, right? So you're kind of like battling with your intentions because they're kind of opposite intentions. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Also, you might feel intuitively that these crystals together do not form the best combination energy. So use your intuition as well with that. Let me just see if there are any comments or questions. Okay, hi there. Hello, friend. I am not answering psychic questions right now. Interesting this morning, isn't it? Okay. All right, so then after cleansing your crystals, you want to charge them by consciously projecting your intentions and desired uses for them. You can hold them in your hands while focusing on their purpose. It does infuse them with energy. So setting an intention gives them a job to aid with. So you're going to give them a job, right? So after you've selected them, you've cleansed them, now it's time to infuse your intention into your crystal. And so you may ask, well, now that, what if I'm good with that intention? What if it happened? And then am I done with the crystal? Well, there are a couple of things that you can do. You can clear it again and charge it with a different intention. Some people might give it back to the earth and bury it, which you can do with broken crystals. You can, if you wanted to, bury them in the earth, or you can clear it and then give it away, right? And if someone gives you a crystal, I'm going to encourage you to use your intention or your intuition with whether you feel like it needs to be cleansed and then recharged, right? I mean, most people have the best of intentions, but I am just one who's really selective with energy, and I'm still going to cleanse that crystal. If you gift me a crystal, I'm still going to cleanse it. That's just who I'm at. That's who I am. I'm going to cleanse my crystal, and then I'm going to infuse the intention. That intention might be the same intention that I was gifted that crystal with and for. Okay. Can you, and I feel like someone who's watching this is going to ask this question. What if I'm buying a crystal or doing some healing for someone, or that, I'm worried about someone and they're not doing well? What do I do about that? You can ask with intention if and ask them like verbally, or ask spirit if it's for the highest and best good for you to work with healing for this person, and really pay attention to the answer that you get. You may get no, you probably shouldn't infringe on their free will, and but you might hear yes, that prayers for them, for their well-being, may help some people. I do long distance healing for people, for clients, and I do send distance Reiki. And so I might use one of my clearing crystals, cleansing or healing crystals, and with their permission, infuse the crystal energy and send the Reiki long distance healing and prayers to them. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to take care of that right now. There we go. All better. I need a bouncer here. Anyway, in this chat here. Okay. Back to our material. Does anyone have any questions about crystals or working with them so far? And I'm just talking about a couple of little things with crystals here, because then there are so many, like this is just the beginning, because then you have crystal grids, which maybe I'll try to talk about here. There are crystal grids. There are combinations of crystals. There are the different formation of crystals. There's raw versus polished, which really is a free will thing. Free will, personal preference. I've had people say, well, the raw ones have more energy. Well, maybe yes and maybe no, but if a crystal has a polished point, that is a powerful point, and apex, and it's going to direct energy in a different way. A sphere is going to have more of that influence in the environment. Okay, so I am sharing just 10, only 10 crystals. So the 10 that I'm choosing to share and just briefly talk about them, and it was really hard to choose just 10, are ones that are pretty easily to get. It's easy to get these, to purchase these, and they are affordable. There are a lot of crystals out there that people will come in and someone will say, I need, say, sugilite. I need sugilite. I was told I need sugilite. Well, sugilite, you may not be able to find a lot of sugilite, and it is a higher end crystal. So it is going to be kind of expensive, right? And that does happen a lot of the time, that people are like, oh, I know I need this crystal, this, and this. It's like, okay, those are not easily, they aren't easily accessible, right? So sometimes I will say this, sometimes even the ones that are common, I'll say common, or that like everybody has, you can't get them. For a while, it was hard to get fluorite. For a while, you couldn't get fluorite. And so it might have to do with the mine or things going on in that part of the world where it's mined, and so on and so forth. So I'm just going to talk about a few of them. So the first one is amethyst, which is a purple stone, and it helps with peacefulness, calming, spiritual energy. It's soothing, and it can help relieve stress. It also helps people with discipline and helping to break unhealthy habits, self-sabotage. An unhealthy habit could be drinking 5 cups of coffee a day. It could be smoking. It could be substance abuse. It could be addiction to drama. So amethyst is good for opening up the crown, helps you connect with spirit, which if you think about that, if that helps with opening your connection to the divine, then you'll feel and experience more of the light coming through you. So maybe you won't have as much of those addictive tendencies, right? Self-sabotage. Yeah. All right. The next one is fluorite, which fluorite with its rainbow hues, it boosts focus, clarity, and creativity. It helps with move out stagnant energy. It helps also sometimes, oh, this one's kind of like a heart. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. So fluorite can come in different colors. We've had yellow fluorite, green fluorite, purple fluorite. So it has different blue fluorite. I've had blue fluorite. So it has kind of like those rainbow hues. And fluorite's great for so many different things. It's one of those very versatile crystals. It can help with your intuition, your third eye, connection with spirit. that was. Let's see what else we have. We have black tourmaline, which is known as the bodyguard. Black tourmaline, a very powerful and protective stone. It shields against negative energies and electromagnetic smog. So if you work by computers or a lot of electronics, it's really good with those frequencies and helping you to stay grounded, those EMFs, electromagnetic frequencies. So this is a really great crystal to have nearby you. I have it by the front door in my house. Here I have a piece of obsidian with black tourmaline, but I have a selenite on top of it as well. So there's black tourmaline. Then there's rose quartz. I did bring rose quartz. Rose quartz, which is known as the love stone. It's so then you could have different shapes of the crystals. A heart-shaped rose quartz promotes self-love, emotional healing, comfort, and inner peace. So this is a very calming crystal, and it helps soothe those emotions and helps us move through the flow of them. So it's not going to get rid of the stress or the what you're going through, but it's going to bring in some love, right? It's not going to prevent it, but we're going to add a little bit of soothing, calming, nurturing mother type of love. And so I know many of you have heard me say this before, but with these different spiritual aids and tools, they can help you on your path. They are not the fast path. They're not going to fix it. Like holding a rose quartz is not going to instantly bring you your soulmate, or like the carnelian TikTok craze where your soulmate's going to be there and look out, they're just coming at me these days, right? All these potential suitors. Crystals and candles and all of these other wonderful aids can help you with refocusing your energy, to help you have more of a laser focus and to gather your thoughts and to be more mindful of the intention that you are working with at this time. Okay, next. I have clear quartz. Clear quartz is an energizing master healer and amplifier. It raises the vibrations and can help program other crystals. So this one, it is also used in many acupuncture needles, and they have found that it increases the healing by 10%. So clear quartz is going to amplify your intention, so you can pair it with different things. Saying you're feeling really tired, I may grab a clear quartz, but I'm going to program it and say, okay, you are going to help me with my stamina and help me to keep going and to get through the day. Kind of like gas, fuel, fuel in your system. All right. And so a lot of people use clear quartz like points in their grids, their crystal grids, because it's enhancing. It's that intention. It's like pouring Miracle Grow on your intention. Then we have moonstone, which comes in a few different colors. You have like the white rainbow moonstone. This is the peach moonstone. Then there's black moonstone. So moonstone taps into the feminine intuition and moon cycles. It aligns you internally each month. It's also a really good stone for new beginnings. Selenite. So I have two different kinds of selenites here. Selenite cleanses and charges other crystals rapidly. This striated white stone accesses higher guidance. So with this selenite, I use it. It brings in the light, which helps to dissolve that lower funky energy. I see it as kind of like shout. Bringing the shout in, bringing in the light, that it dissolves all the stuff, that other stuff that's going on. Some people use selenite for psychic surgery and helping with discomfort and pain. If you have had a procedure, selenite can help repair the auric field, which then helps you not leak energy. You don't leak as much energy when you have that going on. I also use this sometimes for cord cuttings and helping seal up the auric field afterwards. So again, so that you're not leaking energy. When you're leaking energy, then you're depleted, and just as it's going out, then outside influences can come in and can cause a little bit of confusion because you don't know what is you and what isn't you. You know, and I'm looking at my list. I don't even have carnelian on my list. I grabbed carnelian. Oh, I didn't grab the preonite. Okay, so a carnelian is one that I grabbed from out front because I forgot what I put on my list. But it's another one that is really great for creativity. It works with the sacral chakra, that orange, which is what I'm wearing today. So creativity, ideas, passion, channeling that energy and helping you to stay motivated. It's a good motivator. Then I had tiger's eye on my list, which I use for a lot of grounding, like staying connected and focused. Helps me stay in the moment. It helps me stay on task, right? So there are many of us who are easily distracted. You could say ADHD, but I would say it's more of being connected and having all these ideas come in, and this can help with follow through. It also can help with headaches. Putting one on your third eye can help you with headaches. What does it do? It helps you stay in this moment, and it helps with shielding. Also, I had preonite, which is, actually I do have some preonite. So I have a bracelet. This is preonite. I just skipped over, but it's okay. Preonite helps empower you to connect with the angelic realms and tap into prophetic visions, enhancing meditation. It's a healing stone too. So it helps you with connecting to Archangel Raphael, who is the healer of the healers. So this can also help you with feeling when you're stressed out as well. Citrine. I glossed over my citrine. Here it is. Whoop. Citrine. The prosperity and success stone, sunny citrine, attracts abundance and cheerful energies into your life, helps with meditation, but this helps you with that solar plexus energy to help you with your willpower, your stamina, and to get things going. And it connects with the sun. So that can help us with empowering ourselves and bring in more of a lighthearted, more joyful type of energy. So, let's flip over here too. So let's see here. Was there anything else that I put in? Oh yeah, I also put a couple more. So yeah, it's like I said, it's hard to stay with just 10. I also brought in howlite, which is white, and it has the little grayish kind of like little veins there. This one's really good for calming and sleeping and relaxing. It brings in the light, just helps kind of dissolve some of the mind chatter. And then I also have green aventurine, which is a healing stone too, but it's also lucky. It's also known to help bring luck to your finances and your abundance, to bring in abundance into your life. Like I said, there are just so many different crystals. It's hard to choose just 10, because then I love lepidolite. When people say, oh, I'm dealing with, some heavy emotions and heavy feelings. Lepidolite has that lithium in it, and it can kind of help take some of that edge off too. All right. Does anybody have a question or anything that they wanted to share in here while I go back to my notes? So incorporating these and other crystals into your daily spiritual practices amplifies the intentions you infuse them with. Let the crystals support you on your journey. I'll give everybody a moment or two to type in a question if you have one. And I'm going to pull 3 cards today with this beautiful new deck that I have. This is got my demo sticker, but this is the Fairy Tarot. And this one is by Antonio Lupitali. This is the same person who created the Gnome Tarot, which I think we sold 2 at. I brought 2 and we sold out of them at the Illuminate Festival yesterday. And I don't know, I might use it for April's card of the day. I don't know. Might. Anyway, so this is the back of the deck. And I know we have it online as well. So pretty. Can you see that king on there? Look at that king. How cute he is. And Melissa says that she sleeps with crystals under her pillow. It helps her get messages while she sleeps. There's excellent point. So there are so many different things you can do with your crystals. Once, that's a whole other streaming as well, right? So now that I've charged them and they have their intentions, what do I do with them? You can wear them like as jewelry. You can carry them like in your pocket. You can put them in a crystal grid. You can put them on your altar. You can put them in different places of your space. You can put them by the bedside or under your pillow or underneath your bed, under the mattress to help you with sleep and to help you, like if you have nightmares, you can have a nice calming and soothing stone in there, like blue calcite. That can help take some of the edge off. You can use them for long distance healing, just so many different things that you can do. I put crystals strategically in different places to enhance the energy. And then I might even look at a feng shui chart, the Bagua, Bagua. I don't know if it's BAQUA, but sometimes, but it's I believe it's BAUGA, which is like a map, a feng shui map of the different sections, the different quads in your space. And I have done that as well. Like, that I've got some crystals in the abundance corner, relationship corner to help bring in energy as well. All right, so I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Fairy Tarot. We'll see what your message is. So I've got card 1, card 2, and 3. So we'll see how that looks because I just pulled them from the top. Okay, so card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. Hold on, I might have to look at what these represent. I think I got it, but I'm just going to double check. Probably should have looked at this beforehand. I'll look at my suit. Okay, hearts. Hearts. It's been thought. Hearts, bells, 5 of. Oh, heck. Okay, I got that one, I think. Talk amongst yourselves as I figure this out. Pretty sure that's what that is. The heck is that symbol, though? So far, 2 of them I can figure out what they are. Oh, that's a bell. Okay. All right, I got it. Sorry about that, friends. The first one, if you chose this one, this is the Hierophant. So here is the Hierophant. So, oh my gosh, this goes with my predictions for this week. So taking the path that has worked for you in the past. So this is not reinventing the wheel. This is taking a look at what has worked for you before and kind of going back to that, right? And sometimes there are people who come in and they're like, hey, you should try this. This is something different. It's something new. And then you give it a little bit of a whirl and it doesn't work. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. Just go back to what works for you. Okay. Oh, so I need to look at that guy. I think that's, hold on. I just want to look at something really quick. I feel like this is the king. So if you got card number 2, this one is, and I hope I'm correct. I don't want to waste everybody's time here, but I feel like this is the King of Bells. So the bells are, oh, so this is this is Pentacles, I believe. Sorry, one second. I wish there was a little bit of a chart that gave you a little bit more. Anyway, I think that the bells, I'm going to Google it. Does anybody know this deck? Hang tight. Oh, won't let me do it. I feel like the bell should be the manifest bell should be sound, but I'm going to say sound, maybe. Anyway, so this, I'm just going to go into a different zone here. I kind of like going back and forth. Anyway, so with the bells, I do believe that this gentleman is telling you to keep at it with what you're doing, because if you look at what he's doing, he's tending to his garden, and it looks like, I'm going to say he's the Knight of Pentacles. And so he's not really doing anything, but he's tending to the garden and he's assessing things. So at this point in your life, your message is to take some time to assess what's going on in your life rather than just moving forward or moving back. It's time to just wait and see. Patience might be something that you're dealing with this upcoming week. All right. And then the last one is the Three of Hearts, which is the Three of Cups. So make socializing, spending time with your beloved friends a priority these days, and celebrate each other, right? So either you're about to achieve a goal for yourself, or one of the people that you really care about is about to celebrate or did just celebrate something or achieve something. Let's celebrate each other, the people in our tribe that we care about. Okay. All right. Thanks for hanging in there with me with that. That was a little confusing. I thought, oh, this will be easy, but I just need to be able to research it. So it is an adorable deck, though, nonetheless, right? Oh my gosh, look how beautiful these cards are. I just love this artwork. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in each and every week, everybody. We will be seeing you soon. If you have any questions about anything, just drop in, visit us, call us, email us, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. So have a good week. Happy first week in March, everybody. Thank you, friends. Have a great first week in March, and kind of just try to go with the flow. All right, sending you all so many blessings. We're releasing the energy, and so it is. Bye-bye.